Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 9 of Pokemon Emerald. In this episode, we're going to be going through the Granite Cave to find Steven, and then it'll be off to Slateport. Ironically enough, we won't be till our next gym for quite some time because apparently we're going to have a little bit of story in Slateport. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go about our business. And by the way, I mispronounce Aggron's previous evolution wrong. It's Lairon, not Argon. Whatever the hell I say. I'm definitely forgetful. But nonetheless, I would catch an Aron, but here's the problem. There's a gym leader that's predominantly water. There's another problem. Having to deal with a fire-type gym leader in Flannery. And then, on top of the fact that by in-game, I mean, Aggron would probably be about level 40-something. Oh, by the way, here's where you find an Everstone if you need one. I mean, Aggron would be like a decent heavy hitter to have, but I don't see the appeal. I really don't. Especially since the move pool is not as good as in later gens. And I'm gonna run away from Sableye because I do not have the appropriate move to take on Sableye. The ironic part is, Sableye does not have, well, only thing Sableye has is Scratch. Yeah, Sableye would be good cheese. That is until we get to the Elite Four. Provided, that is, that Sableye doesn't learn Shadow Ball. Which I don't think it does. Yeah, I think you gotta teach it to it. And now that I stop thinking about it, this is also the gen where Ghost type... No, not Ghost type. This is also the gen where Psychic type moves no longer affect Dark type moves. Let me replace that. Psychic type moves no longer affect Dark type and Ghost type. That's what I meant to say. This is a gen for that. So if you're thinking of spamming Psychic and trying to get through, no, you're probably gonna get crushed. Psychic has long since went the way of the dodo. And you wanna know what's even worse than that? The moment Fairy comes onto the scene. Whoo boy! Poison types all of a sudden is better to use now! Well, for all of two types of Pokemon. And I'm not talking about what's on the screen because every time Abra shows up, well, he's gonna be gone. Anyway, we could just keep on going. Because Poochyena, believe it or not, is my flea slave. Yes, where we flee from battle using Poochyena's Runaway, and that's probably the reason why I caught him. Oh well, but here's Steven. Now all we need to do is give Steven the letter that we got from his father. While Steven is looking in the cave for rare stones, which by the way I happen to have one, we can give Steven the letter, and now Steven will go back to Devon Cave, but not without giving me Steel Wing. And you want to know what the worst part about this is? There's not a single ice type or water type, no, ice type nor fire type, that's what I meant to say. Not a single ice nor fire type until when we're about to face off against Flannery. So yeah, this guy's a steel type user, by the way, and having a fire type is a good idea. If not, having a ground type. Oh wait, we already have one! We have Mudkip. And since there's nothing in here, let's just haul butt back over to the entrance. Yeah, we're gonna run into Pokemon on the way here, but I'll just spray another repel. Alright, let's just keep on going. Oh, goddammit, the repel went off. Hold on, let me put some more back on. There we go, we're good. Let's keep running. Let's keep... Damn it! Okay, I'm not gonna deal with you. When I surf, I'll probably find a reason to catch you, but for the time being, no. Oh, now that I stop and think about it, there is the matter of Mauville City's gym leader who happens to have the ability Magnet Pull that stops steel types from getting away. By the way, Aron, Aggron, and Lairon are steel types. I know, it's freaking stupid, but it's Gen 3, what do you expect? Anyway, I'm just gonna kill it with Wingull, why not? Because we got a long way to go before Wingull is Pelipper. And let me assure you one thing, actually not really that long way to go, about 11 more levels. Yeah, literally 11 more levels and Wingull will become a Pelipper. Because it levels up at level 25. Meanwhile, Marshtomp has to level 36, sorry, to become Swampert. And by then, we probably won't need to go over to, and by then we'll probably end up curb stomping everything in Flannery's gym anyway, so it doesn't really matter. On that note, let us head over and out of this cave. Oh, by the way, that trail up there, you need the mountain bike for that. And the mountain bike is definitely a... Oh, god damn it! Stupid Zubats! But the mountain bike is definitely a good thing to have. Something that is only exclusive in this game. Okay, I'm gonna be running away from this. Yeah, no. I keep forgetting Buck-type moves actually hurt. So yeah, let's run away. And now that I stop and think about it, maybe I need to bring that Zigzagoon later on in the game. I'll probably have to power up and level it up and get it to the right level, specifically to bring Zigzagoon to the Elite Four, or Linoon by the time it will be over by the Elite Four. Maybe so. I will just have to, like, go bring my team to a nursery, or should I say the, yeah, I think that's what it is, a Pokemon nursery or something like that. And just have them hold on to the Pokemon until they level up. But that won't be until Mauville. We still got a long ways to go. So just ask Mr. Bryony to take you to Slateport, or take you back to Petalburg. It doesn't matter which way you go. Because you're not going to be able to get to the next area without him. And more importantly, all this area here that you see, you're gonna need Surf and Dive in order for you to use. By the way, you're not gonna be able to use Dive until, well, near the end of the game. So bear that in mind. There are trainers here, obviously, and in this beach, there's going to be trainers that's going to block your path. And yeah, in case you're wondering, that's what the 30 minutes is. Nothing but trainers. I know. I could do a lot better than this, but at the end of the day, considering that we have nothing but trainers to deal with, it's safe to say that they're just going to be in the way, and this is something you're going to have to deal with. I mean, yeah, sure, you can cut out all the trainers, but then again, you probably won't know what you're gonna expect. And that's what this is supposed to be for. I'm not trying to, like, pad the time or anything like that. There are literally trainers everywhere in this, well, not really everywhere, but in specific places that lead straight to, and my stupid behind forgot to change out the Sableye. Just saying. And I just ate an orange berry. There is going to be a trainer battle later on, and that's going to be something that'll give you some soda pop. Oh, and by the way, don't expect to give a guard soda pop, because that's not going to happen. Now that I stop and think about it, this is actually the first game where, believe it or not, soda pop is unhealthy for your, or should I say, not liked by your Pokemon. I know, it's really stupid that they started that here. And it's an ongoing thing. Gen 3 starts a lot of bad tropes. A lot of them. You can't help it. Hell, they even have a national Pokedex here too. But whatever the case, all bad tropes are here. So let's move on and be careful, because there's a double battle. And unfortunately, there's a trainer right behind me. Triple battles aren't a thing. Not in this gen. Anyway, that would be Gen 5. So what's the triple battles as opposed to double battle? How shall I put this? The triple battles actually are not that bad. Yeah, that means you'll run through your whole team, but at the exact same time, you'll run through the enemy's team. As double battles, the only thing this is just you're fighting with two different Pokemon. And it's not that big of a risk. Yeah, you just end up losing two sets of Pokemon should you lose, but still. Triple battles is more of a big risk. High risk, high reward. While everybody do get experience points at the end of the day, still. It's a relatively high risk nonetheless. On that note, we need to get rid of this Zigzagoon. And the best way to do it is Mud Shot. And how is Marsh Stomp this fast? I'm pretty sure it's got low speed. I'm not sure. Somebody in the comments could pretty much tell me my overall speed with, Ooh! Well, Sableye has learned Fury Swipes, so I'm gonna just give it a scratch. But anyway, can somebody in the comments please tell me what is the base speed of Marsh Stomp? Because Marsh Stomp should not be this fast. Unless, of course, I have a mood that made it that fast. I'm just asking. Oh, and by the way, if you hear any bumps, that's probably me accidentally running into my, my microphone. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, and now a kid just went there and registered me. Great. Oh, come on! I'm surrounded by 3 goddamn traitors. Let me out! But in all honesty, folks, at the end of the day, you still have to worry about, as far as for triple battles is concerned, the amount of Pokemon you're practically going to use, the typing, and more importantly, their abilities as well as their maneuvers. While yeah, that may sound like a bad idea to have a triple battle where half of your team is going to be wiped out because of one team's maneuver, which will attack everybody on the entirety of the field. That's also Gen 3's problem, considering the fact that, yeah, you could try to use Surf, but there are Pokemon that are either A, going to absorb water attacks, or B, weak against water attacks, or C, not effective but will still get hit regardless. You would rather A, however, B and C is most likely the common thing, and that's pretty much why everybody hates double and triple battles. But then again, it was the Pokemon anime that started the whole triple battle thing in the first place, because Misty, Brock, and Ash is constantly facing off against Team Rocket. Sorry, that drop-off, look, that sounded so anticlimactic, but I was trying to go after item, and those two kids just so happen to be hiding under the umbrellas. And that's the thing you need to understand when you're going through this route. There are many people on the beach that are under umbrellas where you can't see them. Oh, for the record, the Pokemon in question that's right there, Azurill. Azurill is new to Gen 3. Azurill is the pre-evolved form of Marill. And the thing about Azurill, you need friendship values to level it up to Marill. And that's something that many people don't want to deal with. But they have no choice, because it's another baby Pokemon that you're gonna have to level up with friendship. And once you level it up with friendship, plus I think IV or EVs, and all of a sudden Marill becomes a force to be reckoned with. But Azurill is just ridiculous with its charm attack. It causes you to drop two slots of, or 2 notches of speed, or no, it drops your attack by 2. That's what I meant to say. But let's be honest with you folks. At the end of the day, Azurill's only basically a stall mechanism until it becomes a Marill. And then once it becomes a Azumarill, then it actually may be a decent water type. Decent! To the fact that it actually learns ice type moves. Well, not naturally, but through TMs. But then again, most water types do. But the thing that I don't get is, despite Azurill's special attack, it doesn't use like water type moves early on. Oh right, that's because it's a hatchling and it barely learns any water type moves. Except for Splash. Okay, let me rephrase that. Effective water type moves. And that takes care of Azurill. I think there's another one around here. Yep, there is. Oh yeah, and by the way, Lombre has Bullet Seed ready. That's just sad. And that's probably one of the reasons why not many people too fond of triple battles. Because triple battles would normally mean that it's a 3-on-1 battle, and yeah, your Pokemon's not gonna last. That's why I said it's a huge risk. And while that's not a very effective move, I pretty much dropped the Azurill's speed just so he can lose. Now that I stop and think about it, Azurill should be water type, so why isn't it super effective? I'm gonna have to look that up, cause that right there is just puzzling to me. Azurill should be super effective to water type moves. Oh, not water, grass type moves. So let's go on ahead and check that out. I'll be right back. Apparently, Gen 3 and its mental retardation thought it was a good idea to give Marill a pre-evolution that's a normal type. What in God's name was this whole entire Gen smoking? Seriously. Oh yeah, and by the way, Marill evolved into Azumarill in at level 18. So yeah, there's that. But Azurill is a thing. But before we go there, there's one place we need to go. And that is in this house right here, where we have to face off against trainers. And this is where we're gonna get like a good amount of supply of soda pop, which I think your Pokemon hates, but at the exact same time, it helps your Pokemon heal. So we're facing off against Johanna and her Goldeen. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch over to Lombre, and we'll just take over from here. But here's the thing. There are some Pokemon types that are so goddamn confusing. First off, Gligar. Well, not Gligar, but Gliscor. Yeah. Gliscor, which loses its, no wait, Gliscor's Gen 4. Sorry, wrong gen. I just have to think about that for a second. But yes, there are some confusing ones. I'm trying to think of one. Ah, yes! Corefish's, evolution, which is Crawdaunt. Instead of it being Steel Water, it's Water Dark. I don't get it. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, just when I'm about to beat this Goldeen, unfortunately, I get confused. And I'm start hurting myself in my attack. God damn it. But you want to know something? There are confusing ones. And also another one that's confusing, Wailord is water and flying, even though Wailmer is not. Yeah, that is definitely confusing in its own right. But at least for the most part, Wailord is more common to get than Mantike. No, not Mant. Yeah, Mantike, yes. Wailord is more common to get than Mantike, which is a Mantine's pre-evolution, which, by the way, is in this Gen 2. Also, I think, there's another confusing one. Well, aside from Nincada, which is Bug and Ground, you have, Ninjask, which is Bug and Flying, and Shedinja, which is Bug and Ghost. While Shedinja seems pretty good to the naked eye, there's still the matter of, how shall I put this? Wonder Guard being an absolute broken ability in this gen. Which Shedinja being the only one being able to learn it. Because Sableye can't. As Sableye has the ability, the hidden ability by the way, I thought Sableye had the hidden ability of Wonder Guard, but instead it has the hidden ability Stall, which will allow even the slowest of Pokemon to go first. Thankfully, I got a Sableye with, if I'm not mistaken, Keen Eye, which will prevent it from losing accuracy. And here I think, again, hey, this is a Pokemon that has water type moves. I'm thinking that it's a good idea to use a grass type Pokemon against it. No, not even the case. Yeah, you think that's completely asinine? Wait till you see Bidoof. By the way, I'm making my life's mission to catch a Bidoof in Gen 4. Just giving you a world of warning. I will keep Bidoof, and then Bidoof will be throughout most of the team in Gen 4. And it would be hilarious. But nonetheless, I just need to end this farce before it gets any further. Pretty sure there's another Azurill around here too. And unfortunately we didn't get any further than that. Oh no, we're not going to change Pokemon, since we got its evolved form here, which is actually a water type. Still, why did they make it a normal time? It's baffling. Baffling, I tell you. And now that I stop to think about it, there's still also the Mega Evolutions, which changed Charizard to a legit dragon, even though she should have been a legit dragon starting out. But no, that ain't even the case. And then Blastoise, I think, is either water steel or just plain water, but with a lot of guns on its back. Alright, last one. Well, let's take this sailor down a peg. And by the way, if you heard a sound, that was me accidentally touching my microphone. Sorry about that. Alright, we're gonna have to switch out to, Marshtomp. By the way, Slagoth only has about 8 more levels before it becomes a Vigoroth. And when it does, it's still gonna have Truant. Because, unlike with moves, hidden abilities will not change if your Pokemon evolves. Which is stupid. Thank you for that, Gen 3. You're really kind with giving us abilities we don't want. And moods, too. Whatever the case, we're gonna use Sableye to pretty much punk out his Machamp. His Machamp, that's right. I thought it was Machamp. That would be something if he had a Machamp at level 11. Then again, I've seen it happen. Gen 1 and Gen 2, and also Bruno. But still, I've seen it happen. Astonish. Never change. It is such a very hilarious move. Too bad if I end up learning a new Ghost type move, I'm gonna end up taking Astonish out. Or probably, yeah, I'm gonna end up taking Astonish out, and I'm gonna keep Nightshade, because let's be honest, Nightshade is a decent move. And the higher the victim Pokemon's level is, the easier it is for me. And now for the last thing, we're just going to switch over to Marshtomp, and we're going to take care of this Tentacool. Needless to say, you're going to need all the experience you can get. And you will be getting experience in Slateport, because after all, we're going to have a story event there too. Since we're going to the Devon Corporation in Slateport. And by God, I got confused again. Oh, for crying out loud. And all poison! You know, I honest to God thought that ground would be immune to poison. No, but that's not the case. It's not the case at all. Oh, for crying out loud! Come on! Look at it this way, at least it's not toxic. That stack every single goddamn turn. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And speaking of things that's pretty much stack, the fact that I'm poisoned just lowered my attack. But it doesn't matter, because Tentacool's defeated. I'm gonna have to give him an antidote to just go on ahead and continue. This is too much trouble. I'm gonna remember this. At least I don't have to fight you again. Hold on, let me heal him before. Let me heal my her actually, my Marshtomp before I forget. Oh, now that I stop and think about it, apparently someone's gonna comment on this, but female Marshtomps are a rarity, and I happen to have one. Okay, I guess. But since I've beaten everything, I'm now get 12 Soda Pop for my... No, 6 Soda Pop for my trouble. Not 12, because a dozen is 12. So I get 6 soda pop for my trouble. And I'm going to Slateport because... forget it. Just forget it. We're here in Slateport. And of course, if you thought that you were going to go over to Rustboro to get Roxanne's number, well, guess what? She'll give it to you anyway. On that note, have that there so that she'll call you for a rematch. And once you do get that rematch, you're probably going to be in for a world. Because sometimes the gym leaders will gain level or gain new Pokemon that are in their typing. Other times they'll just be randomly pathetic. Like for instance, maybe Tate and Lisa, sorry. They'll probably be pathetic due to the fact that most of their Pokemon would more than likely be either destroyed by Sableye or destroyed by Marshtomp. And his water ability, well, her water abilities, I keep forgetting that Marshtomps are her. Oh, by the way, fish off at the pier to try to get some Pokemon here. And sorry for the coughing, because there was something in my throat. This guy is talking about natures, and I'm not too keen on the natures. I do know this, they shouldn't be in the game in the first place. But if anybody could give you the rundown of the natures, let me know. Because some are strong, and some will give me strength, and some won't. One thing is sure, there is something going down, because as you can see, Team Aqua is here. We're gonna have to deal with those chumps. And we will. However, not right now. I'm going to heal up my Pokemon. And I'm going to prepare myself for what would be inevitably a battle to get back to the plot with one half of the grumpy old men, and we'll probably end up meeting him anyway. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is RPN985. We're gonna end part 9, and I'll see you all in part 10, when we take on one half of the grumpy old men, Archie, and more importantly, we'll see what the hell he's doing here at Slateport. See you guys next time.